Welcome to your diary session.
A pleasure like always, brother.
How are you doing today?
I'm ecstatic, to be honest. I'm quite happy. At the same time, I'm a little bit worried about certain things. Happy because at long last, Alison is finally making an effort towards a connection, whatever it is. Even though she's still quite certain that she doesn't want anything to exist between the both of us. Worried because the template for this sort of connection from my end requires certain kind of conversation with my queens, as we've discussed. But the situation doesn't allow me that privilege, and I don't know how they feel about it. And that quite worries me, to be honest, because like I said, we do templates of how this sort of thing happens. Because it is a prioritized relationship, before I tend to...
Hermes.
Yes, we got on.
Let's say matters of the heart for another day.
Why we got
This week's theme is called Afrofuturism. What does this mean to you?
I like to think myself a Pan-African individual, and for me that would mean that what the narrative of the African populace is by the African populace. But then again, like we've had a conversation around this this topic. I don't particularly know what being African in a globalized world like the world that we live in today means. As being African would mean also being an American at some point, or maybe even being English and all the other things. But in my idea, it would mean that all of the technologies, all of the data, knowledge that the African people within medicine, within spirituality, within physicality, come together to build narratives that serves the African populace within the land, within the people, as it applies to the people, as it deserves or would influence the lives for the better of the people. In a general scheme, in this sense, would be how I would describe Afrofuturism. That's in fashion, like how people would rather be dressed and done with whatever be man and woman within the essence of African mythology as it existed, as the world is currently as the world currently is, globalized, all of the cross-culture that's happening, the things that can be, incorporated into the culture, into the life of the people as described by the people. And this would mean different things for different sections of African countries, African people. And within that individuality, I feel like all of this expression would come together to take what it might mean to have a sense of Afrofuturism, future by the African populace.
And how are preparations for your wager coming along?
I personally am not confident about the preparation towards the wager. I think for many reasons, people in my level need back. Like I said, it's taken a lot of, somewhat in my opinion, individual effort to keep everyone in the level up until this stage. A lot of people have refused to do anything at all, even after even experiencing all this privilege, even still go ahead to even jeopardize or be anti-productive to that essence. And I think this is just built a low lackadaisical attitude towards the work that is required to stay here, or the privilege that it is to be here. We had the time to plan. I feel like a lot of people just lackadaisical about it, left it to a number of people to handle, as it's been the case since we got to your house, big brother. And I personally don't believe that's the way to go, or even the way to be a part of any collective. As a matter of fact, people have unproductive arguments and accustom so much energy to that than actually...
Hermes.
Yes, big brother.
Be specific.
So it's been a day at a capacity shares and Gigify. Myself even, I'm even wanting to even not do so much even because I'm trying to not want to because everyone else just feels like it's our responsibility to get the wager up and running. Ideas will come, people, shares would come and talk about how it's not productive based off of, I think, personal indifference with or differences with Ade, and then they're letting all of this emotion get in the way of the collective, which is level one. The women haven't done anything since we got, they wouldn't even cook, they wouldn't do anything, so nothing is happening per se as regards the individuals accustoming their will towards serving the collective. And to my opinion, that's just, towards wages, it's been the same thing. Now we're all collectively hoping that some people or some set of people would just draw the entire thing and then make it work. And every time there's an idea that might be possible, people who would not do anything to actualize the idea would still be anti-productive, have such strong opinion towards how it should be done, and not even want to do anything about doing it. And in my opinion, that's just, and by people I mean Bella, Chichi. Chomsy won't even, I don't know if she has the capacity, but when she can do something, she actually does show up and does it. Chichi will just have a strong opinion, argue to the court or to the teeth about things she knows nothing about. Totally anti-productive since we got here. And who else? Dotun has always been productive. He's always been a part of the conversation. I just feel like people are starting to be entitled to safety here in level one, and I guess the attitude is just a part of being entitled to whatever safety that some individuals have been able to accustom them to.
Hermes,
Yes, we will.
what are your thoughts on the eviction of Khalid and Ilebai?
Khalid personally was hard, it still is hard, because he was, and I feel like still could be a very strong character for this season. In my opinion, the people who are not doing anything or who are still in the house, but by privilege of head of house, which is an individual task, they're still here, and in my opinion, again, they're not even appreciative of it. Those who came back from the diary room having had to nominate this week, and he seemed really disturbed as to what kind of decision. I don't even know what it was, but it must have been hard for him to do whatever decision he had to make. He still got back, and a lot of people still going at him like they deserve to be here based off something they've done or something they're earning or anything like that. Ilebai has been the life of the party since we got here. She's always at the parties, vibing and being really fun. Which is, in my opinion, in essence, that should be kept in the house. Everyone in my level, at some level, hold a certain capacity for fun, and I think that wouldn't even be reduced. But then again, she was such a strong character as well. Khalid was definitely brings great characteristics of a human being, an individual who would have an individual approach to the collective that is his level as well. And it hurts to not see him again, but then again, coming in, I know that that's part of the things that will happen. It's just, I really didn't think it'd be this soon that he'd leave, to be honest.
Hermes,
Yes, brother.
Big Brother is considering helping level 2 housemates by inviting one male and one female housemate from level 1 to them. Who would you like Big Brother to send to level 2?
I personally still feel like I want to go there. So for the male, I'd say myself, because like I said, I personally would love a good challenge, and I'm not getting it. Personal growth is more important to me than the growth, because that's how I grow as an individual. And right now, it's a lot of ease being in level 1. Is accustomed to my person, and I don't think I grow so much within ease. a good challenge helps me figure things out, and I'd like a good challenge. I feel like going over there would be a good challenge to face level 1, and I'd like to do that, to be honest. Even though, because it's gonna be hard, but yeah, I still would like to do that. For a female, to make it really competitive, I would say Chumsy, but I'm not sure she would even want to go. But I would say Chumsy, she's quite competitive compared to the ladies in level 1. So I'd say myself and Chumsy, if I'm going to be against Chumsy's will.
Let's imagine a surprise eviction on Sunday, where one housemate from your level is evicted by the public. Who do you think will be evicted and why?
I would say Chi-Chi. I personally think that she carries so much potential, but for whatever reason, she's not letting it out. She's just keeping it all to herself. She's been anti-productive to a lot of things. She's a great cook, and currently that's the only thing that she's been able to do greatly at. Even that, she's refused to serve the collective with it, and until Rachel came by, and then Rachel started to do the thing that she can already do. Even today, she's supposed to cook, but she's not even doing it. Rachel had the entire thing yesterday, and she did it without complaints. She's not willing to serve. I feel like she should go.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss with Big Brother?
No, nothing I can think of right now.
Your diary session.